Hello and welcome back. This will be part 3 of the Shanyue campaign. We have spent 2 episodes effectively consolidating our position while trying to hold off against the relentless and unending waves of Cao Cao's attacks across the Yangtze River here. This is going to continue throughout this episode. However, in the last episode we were able to take out Liu Bei, meaning that our next route for expansion is going to be Shi Xie here. It will open up our front line even further, as now we're going to have to contend with being attacked in Nanhai from Guiyang, attacked in Jianan from Chaisang, attacked in Jianan and Wu from Chaisang, and attacked in Jianan from Lujiang and Guangling. So I think we are going to be stretched quite thin in this episode. We have an influx of talent, I think is the best way to put it. So we can use Liu Bei's forces to try and now take on Jiaoqi. They'll be able to expand as they have very capable officers, and I think by repositioning perhaps Sun Quan, Lu Jun and Zhao Tai while continuing the the defence that we are being whittled away, but it has been quite successful so far. We'll be able to reach a point where we can consider expanding out across the river. I'm still uncertain whether it'll be Chaisang, Lujiang, Guanling, or perhaps even Guiyang or Lingling, but that will be a decision for the next episode perhaps. As for what we're going to do in this episode, I think first of all we're going to need to get as many supplies south as we can, not with you, and maybe even a little bit of gold, only a little bit, 4,000. So I want enough of a stockpile of food in Nanhai that I'll be able to launch the attack on Jiaoqi, which will involve funneling all of these supplies sort of down south, and a lot of the terrain is mountainous, so it does take, and it's sort of quite large areas, so it does take a fair few turns, but the food situation is relatively comfortable for now, and we still have, you see, quite good merchant trades available to us. Not that we really need it at this very moment. So what's happening in Jianan here now that I've moved the food convoy south is that we're going to be seeing some Jianbei bandit units make their way south. If I take a look at Lujiang, we have Xiahou Yuan, Hao Chao, a lot of Shanbei and Qiang and Wuhan officers, and Cao Cao here himself. So Cao Cao is very, very badly injured because he's been continuously attacking us in Jianan. In Guanling, we've seen a lot of sort of irrelevant officers attack us, but now we have got Sima Yi and Han Sui potentially looking to lead an attack, and we've been using a sort of mixture of Ling Tong, Gan Ning, Lu Meng, occasionally Ding Feng, occasionally Zhu Sheng, to just use the river, which is our best defence, to try and sort of cut off and surround these officers, and we'll continue to do that. So, not even a full turn has passed, and we are given our first dilemma. Cao Cao wants Zhu Chu and Zhang Liao back, which are in our prison. He's offering us a tremendous amount of gold, 8,000, and if we were to go into the specialty selection screen, this would give us our coveted intelligence +3 item, which we no longer need. Won't give us the life extension and won't give us the crescent halberd, but would give us those two. That being said, at this point, as painful as it is, I am going to try and get rid of Cao Cao's mounts, as once Cao Cao has no horses left, we will be able to potentially capture and execute him, which in turn will give us all the items he holds anyway, and will substantially weaken the Wei force. We're seeing quite a large assault, and concentrated assault with about 30,000 troops, or maybe about closer to 40. So rather than sending my officers down to retreat, I am going to keep them out in the field. Maybe Lu Meng can go back in, And I'm just going to try and use the river, as I did quite substantially in the last episode, as our natural border, hopefully with the effect of taking quite favourable trades. And at this point, who have we got? Now, Zhu Huan hasn't got any naval traits. Jianan Qing does, and he is a friend of Lu Meng, but he has reckless, so he's not particularly good for well planned out maneuvers. Pang Tong, now that I've got Zhuge Liang, I may be able to use him. And then there is, of course, Sun Xiao, who is Sun Quan's oldest son, I believe. Maybe I should use him too. Well, I'll leave it for this for now. I think we have Zhu Sheng in... Yeah, Lu Dai, Zhu Sheng. No, where is Zhu Sheng? Must be down south. Well, anyway, I'll use these three to try and act as a distraction of sorts. Maybe down south. See if we can get some sort of pincer manoeuvre going on there. I have also, in the meanwhile, relocated Sun Quan back up north. I'm going to have Liu Bei and his officers take charge in Nanhai. And we may even be able to recruit here. We've got Summoner? Yes. Yeah, we can actually recruit troops in Nanhai. We've got enough. Maybe even here too. Yeah. So we've got an extra recruitment hub, which is always nice. All we need to do is make sure our food is in the right place. So, going for a sort of officers from every angle type of approach. See if I can bait them in at all. Oh no, I've got Ling Tong and Ganning on retreat, which is not very good at all. Same as Ding Feng, I suspect. Yes. So this is going to cause a little bit of a problem. Not terrible. So maybe if I just inch back a little, I'll take a little bit of damage, but not too much. And maybe just invite them over to potentially come around the south as well. We don't want to take fair fights if we can help it, especially with the limited amount of troops we have available. And I think what I'm going to do here, while I've got this transporter in position, is get 10,000 troops over to Jianan, as that is where Zhu Sheng is located. Don't think he's... yeah, he's got helmsman, so he's pretty decent on the water. Nope, I need more than 3,000, more than 3 troops there, so out he goes. And the less troops I have in Jianan, the more assault Cao Cao will make with somewhat smaller armies, as he will suspect that the city is weak and vulnerable. And it's quite the opposite, and I think they're heading their way back to Chai Sang, which, you know, to each their own. The food situation in Nanhai is atrocious, so we've got 50,000 on the way there. We can send another 50,000 on the way, so that'll give us enough for an assault. Quite low on troops, so we'll have to be careful here, as we have Huang Zhong and Zhu Huang in the city. 2 of Cao Cao's best officers. Even Ma Teng is quite scary because of his mobility, so I don't know if 30,000 troops is enough to launch an assault while leaving enough troops in reserve. Okay, let's see if I've planned this out right. Okay, no I haven't, but I've got some room for error. Oh no, this is going okay. I'll need one more turn to cut them off. And I'm going to take a fair bit of damage. So maybe if you can get there. And then We'll just sort of position ourselves in the rear, and what's that? That's 26,000 troops we'll be destroying, and we'll be taking maybe 2,000 casualties, optimistically. Tian Yu is heading for the west entrance to Jianan, so I'll just sort of hang back a little there with Ding Feng. And nothing's really happening down south yet. Emphasis on yet. Merchants are okay, but not terrific. Still saving gold. Of course, from the last episode where we took over Liu Bei's force, we've now got a upgraded administration, so we've got reorganized military level 4, which is very nice. And we've even got plenty of options. We can max out Arrow, we can max out Goose almost, especially with when we rank up one more time and have Guan Yu available. So we are almost at full military capacity. Okay. Oh no, we're taking a bit more damage than I thought. Lu Meng's gonna just about hold out. So we took sort of, what's that, 3,000, 1,000, yeah, 4,000 damage. Not the situation I wanted, but these troops will be quite comfortably eliminated. And then we can use Sun Quan to fight on land and, you know, take far, far more favourable trades. And here's the cleanup. There we are. And Hao Chao captured. Brilliant. He's not very scary, but for a siege weapon he's quite confident, and I should be able to just about get in position to cut off Li Xuan here. I think everyone can now comfortably... these three can retreat, and I'll have Ganning, Ling Tong and Liu Dai, or Liu Dai. Just sort of sit here, acting as bait for Tian Yu. I think Tian Yu might be... no, he's not retreating. Just strange. Well, either way, we've got the cut-off, so... back there you go. And we'll just cut off this, quite... actually, is he a naval officer? Yeah, so he'd be quite a good steal from Cao Cao if we can capture him, and just to always take a periodic look at our prison. Nope, no one there, as of right at this moment. And merchant check. No good. No good. We want it to be 70 or 80. Yeah. Good enough. Also good enough. And Nanhai. Ooh, okay, not the ratio we want, but we are quite hungry for troops, or for supplies here. So I will actually take that somewhat unoptimal trade. Okay, so... oh no, we're not going to get into melee range, so... Cao Cao will want this guy back because he's quite high ranked, so I think this will give us perhaps his other horse. Wu, Jianan, Jianan, yep, attacked from all sides, so food situation is extremely comfortable. But let's get back inside and let's get the major squad out. So Sun Shi. We've seen the effectiveness of this army already after the Sworn Brotherhood between Zhao Tai, Sun Quan and Lu Xun. Remember, never select Extreme Blaze unless you are prepared to set your own officers on fire. And volley, rally, volley, rally, rally. So what we do, Lu Xun on the port. Nope, not repairing. Lu Xun on the port, thank you very much. Zhao Tai up front, Sun Quan in the middle, Jianan behind, Sun Shi just sort of out of the way. And once they land in Liyang, we'll have complete sort of supremacy over them. Maybe Zhu Chu will trigger a duel that Zhao Tai will have to face tank. But this is going to be sort of an extremely comfortable position to defend, while Gan Ning and Ling Tong can go back to defending the north. Down south, Pang De is launching an assault with a tremendous amount of troops. I think I'll send some reinforcements over. We've seen how effective the Shanyue can be. Are you at max troops? Yeah, okay. No supplies at the moment. We've seen how effective the Shanyue can be. And how many supplies have you got there? I only sent 5,000. That is why Jianan is full of supplies. So, I do make mistakes like that occasionally. Fortunately, I do try my best, but sometimes my best is pretty poor. Are we at full supplies here? Is it a meeting? Oh, it's a small city. We can't actually stack any more supplies here. That's embarrassing. 40,000, you can't stack any more supplies here because we're all so small, so we have got a major bottleneck. How am I going to tackle this? Next turn, I think I'm going to gamble on an assault against Jiaoqi. Here we are, back we go. Slight traffic jam, but nothing we can't handle. Speaking of which, we'll even be able to get off the surround with Ding Feng. So the army we're going to be using here: Guan Yu, Zhuge Liang, Zhao Yun, not Zhang Fei, as I think, yeah, his son is here, and they'll be in charge of the defense of Wei Yan and Zhao Kang. Have I got Liu Hua? Yes, brilliant. So Guan Yu, Zhao Yun, Zhuge Liang. Unless I use Zhang Fei and not... No, there we are. Not going to do that. So these three, Guan Ping and Xiahou Shi and Huang Yueyang. I haven't given any of the officers' titles here, you may have noticed. Won't really be needing them. Quite straightforward, we'll be relying on Guan Yu's Divine General buffs to Zhao Yun and Guan Ping, Guan Ping's Confident buff to everyone else, Zhuge Liang's incredible unique tactic, firing and winning us any battle that it does fire, and potentially even Wei coming in for a little counter assault against Jiaoqi there. So this will leave us with 16,000 troops in the city, which might be quite scary, but we still have the firepower left to defend the city if it comes to it. And by that time, we may even have troops in reserve from Jianan ready to send some reinforcements along. Okay, here we are. So Zhu Chu may immediately fire off his tactic when he makes a landing, but these stats again are incredible. So even if he does 2,000 damage to Sun Quan, we'll be able to take him out. Oh, don't set fire. Don't set fire, thank you very much. So even Zhu Ran is 1200 assault, so for such a mediocre officer, that's incredible. Okay, so straight down for Ding Feng. Han Sui is also making an appearance. Don't worry about those stats there, he just happens to be in a very, very reinforced area. That is the power of 6 full cores, powering him up on extreme difficulty. But we are certainly not in a dangerous position there. More dangerous in Jianan potentially, though arrow formation Pang De will be quite easy to eliminate, I think. And Nanhai, it'll depend on if Xu Huang cooperates or not. Okay, let's see how much damage we're going to take here. So he's not doing any... Oh good, we got the first tactic. And he did 3, 6, yep, 6 damage in total. Okay, we won't be able to cut off Han Sui as he's coming for us that way, but we can just do the old loop around with Ding Feng. Well, I'm very happy with that result. Wu Jun's not even in range though. God, incredible. But we are going to have to start getting these guys in position, so the hero and the Chancellor. 3,000 for the hero. No, 4,000 for the Chancellor, again because he has haughty, so his stats are lowered if you're at 3,000 troops or less. 3,000 for the hero, it's just an amount I like having. Chancellor can go there. Hero can go here. Oh, he is very fast moving. See his arrow formation, but we do need to get in a position where we can cut him off effectively, because these units aren't going to be, well, able to protect themselves at all. Pang De is the only threat here. Has Cao Cao... Nope, next turn I think he'll be deciding whether he launches an attack or not. We'll have to see there. And there's nothing to worry about here for now. Oh, look at that. Not captured sadly, but that was effectively a win with no casualties. Which Han Sui will maybe retreat. Oh, not retreat, repeat. So everyone get back in position. Yeah, and we'll get in position ourselves to do another loop around and cut off. I do want to make sure whoever has the port here has the best ability to... That's not the port, is it? Yes. Whoever has the port is the best ability to what's it? Not develop, but take the tiles over to our side. Okay. Risky, but I'm going to assume he's just going to march straight ahead. And I'll take that risk. Okay, this is the Guiyang Assault Force. Zhu Huang is particularly scary because he doesn't get confused when his supply line is cut. Zhu Huang just has incredible stats. But we do have Zhang Fei and Zhang Bao, and potentially a chap with Mountain Warlord who will be able to cut them off, and we'll fight them when they are basically within reach of the city. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted to see, so we will, of course, cut off Pang De, and then next turn we will deploy everyone out to surround him and hopefully take him out before these guys arrive. And now for this bit here. First of all, actually, I do want the famous officers here for the conquering, so you two. It is very slow moving through this terrain, can't be helped. But that gives Cao Chang time to arrive, and hopefully Shi Xie will choose to fight him rather than fighting us. That should be what I want there. Up north. Nothing to worry about here. Let's get in a position to do another cut-off. And if anyone else comes from Guanling, which is a possibility because the city is full of troops, we'll send Ganning and Lingtong out. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think this is exactly what we wanted. Okay, why are you doing that? Siege weapon. Could be worse. Okay. We don't have to worry about surrounding those officers because they're significantly weaker. So I send 3,000 out, and leave it Panzhong and Mahjong with 3,000. And we'll go twice. Well, Bulianxi, just for the buff. So everyone, apart from Bulianxi, you just sort of hang around in the back, surround and capture Pangde. If there's even a slight chance it'll be possible. In fact, retreat. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the damage. I put on slow motion because there is action up. Oh no, I didn't put him in snake formation. This is silly. Okay, is he gonna get out of there? How much damage are we doing a tick? At 1800, and up north. Han Sui is about to enter a very sticky situation, so we can ignore that for now. Are we going to burst down Pangde? Yeah, look at that, 4,000 damage. Are we going to capture him? No. But what we are going to do is, of course, minus the guy I accidentally stuck in arrow formation, is march out and take out these units as heavy assault but significantly weaker defense. I think he won't last long against the Shanyue. No, okay, so we have got the... We're not going to get cut off because we have got the river as a supply line for these guys here. But we do need to be a bit careful. So what am I going to do here? I think now is the time to send out Mountain Boy himself, Liu Hua. He has Snake Formation and Mountain Warlord, so he will go out. And I'll just sort of position him... No, I won't, yes, it's quite early days, but the plan is stick him around here, and have him cut off, maybe with Zhao Kang as a duo, cut off the supply line when the two big units approach the city, and we'll just sort of continue marching on, securing the areas with our famous officers as we approach them, and hope that Cao softens up Shi Xie for me. We might even get some new officers next turn, as the year is about to go to 213. Don't know if anyone will spawn. Okay, we're taking a bit of damage, but he's cut off and surrounded. And Ding Feng will just sort of go back up here. Sun Chuan's... Okay, here we go. Is that enough for the horse? Yes, it is. Now, Cao is vulnerable if he ever finds himself out in the field. It's worth noting, if it goes to 216, then we can, of course, make Lingtong and Ganning friends, so there's an argument to be made. Jianan. Ah, yep, of course. Ooh, heavy damage. Guanjing, excellent. And we're not going to go in the coalition against Cao as there's nobody left. We are the anti-Cao Cao force. So, what am I going to do? March there. Or maybe march for the camp. They'll take out Xiahou Shang on the way. And is it time yet? Nearly. Shi Xie still hasn't deployed. It's only Cao Chang out by himself, so maybe there won't be a plan B, so to say. And just to be extra careful, I think I will choose to build a camp next to Feng Shui. Okay. The battle down south has sort of cleared itself up just from those pings, I think. Yep, all done. Li Dian's a nice little capture. And oh, look at this again. So, Wu, Nanhai and Jianan are all under threat according to this. And yes, here comes Sima Yi. So we've kept troops in reserve for this occasion. They work together incredibly well, Gan Ning and Ling Tong, under this circumstance, so it's a shame they aren't friends, but I would, if given the opportunity, I will definitely take out Cao Cao. So we're just going to go up here. Hope Sima Yi, who won't get confused, but will take a huge amount of damage if he has his supply line cut off. And we do have Lu Meng still here. And even Zhu Shang. So we'll just sort of get prepared. For Sima Yi's landing. It's taken this poor little Zhanbei Northerner several turns just to try and make it to the embankment, and he's going to melt as soon as he unfortunately gets into contact with my officers. I mean, look at that. Doesn't stand a chance. Is Xiahou Yuan a cavalry officer in this occasion? No, goose. Okay. Might not want him to make it to land, in which case I just might move everyone a little closer. Ding Feng here, just to act as the second slice of bread for the Sima Yi sandwich I'm trying to enact here. Yeah, I'll leave them here because they're getting reinforced by the camp. And yeah, in fact what I might just even do is leave these people out in the field rather than getting them into the Yangtze, as Ding Feng alone will be able to cut off Sima Yi, and then they can sort of charge in there with their increased assault. Pang does back at it. This time he's a siege weapon, which I find, you know, relatively amusing. And then we're going to just continue doing what we're doing. So conquer, merchant, no. Okay, we are here now. So if Zhu Huang does choose to come west, then I am in a little bit of a dangerous situation. So maybe now I'll send out the bait. Bait being Zhao Kang and Liu Hua. Only Liu Hua has mountain formation, mountain warlord alongside Snake, unfortunately, so he's going to be a bit more effective. But Zhao Kang does have water warlords, so neither of them are bad. As for Feng Shui, build that up, of course. And it doesn't look like Shi Xie's coming out to attack us, so we'll just sort of continue on our Gentle march. Even if he does come out in the field now, I'm not too worried about fighting him, even in this poorly, this mismatched field where he's got 3 areas reinforcing him, because our troops are just significantly superior. Rather than that, in fact, perhaps we go to the port. Okay, so no action south. Zhu Huang is he going west? Yeah, he's going west, okay. So I'll need to... Oh! No surround and conquer. Maybe because he's taken Sangwu? Well, unless he decides to, you know, significantly... Oh, it's because I've taken the ports. Unless he decides to commit to cutting us off, which would be, I think, a bit unlikely. We should be okay here now. So, Zhuge Liang, you need to get behind Zhao Yun. You need to get beside Zhao Yun. You need to get beside Zhao Yun. You need to get behind everyone else. And maybe, yep, my one snake formation officer can take the last surrounding area. I'll just sort of wait to see what Cao Cao does here. Coming to the defense of Shi Xie. Okay, up north, I wasn't paying attention. I'm not worried here. Ding Feng's been cut off, which there's some irony there, I suppose. So, Lingtang, you have more movement, yeah. Yeah, this should still be okay. Okay, so they are taking very, very poor trades there. Who have we captured? Li Dian? Yeah, nothing to worry about at all. We are invincible. Less invincible here. But that is more of a sort of theoretical issue, I suppose. This event will pop up here and then, giving me 3,000 troops, I think, in Jianan, possibly... No, Jianan? No, either way. We're comfortable. Saying that, we are completely out of officers here, so maybe we send a spare one. Who have we got? Whoever you are. Down south. So how do I want to play this? Maybe shifting everyone up a tile. I don't want to enter the water because even though we are a water warlord, we don't have the sort of fish formation boosts that make our units there incredible. Sima Yi is... I mean, look, 900 isn't bad at all. He'll still do damage to Ganning, but I'm hoping Ganning will get his tactic off and potentially even a duel. So, mixing... Oop, pardon me, I'm talking so much, I'm getting hiccups almost. Ah, okay, okay, what have I done? Why is Zhao Yun there? I am sure I told him to move, okay. No time for any of that. Okay, look, these units, even with their terrain buffs, aren't brilliant. Zhuge Liang frontlining of his goose formation. So we are still okay, but I need to get Zhao Yun in there so we can start, well, raising hell, I suppose, with Shi Xie. Okay, so hold on, let's go 1 speed. Zhuge Liang. Nothing happening there. Okay, up we go, up we go, up we go. That's what I wanted to see. So Sima Yi's now confused. He isn't immune to being confused, he just doesn't get confused when his supply lines cut out. So we should do a lot of damage to him there. Okay, Shi Xie. Guan Yu fighting off 2v1 and winning. And he's not even that powerful. Zhao Yun certainly is. I mean, look at those stats, 95 assault, that's the oh no, fire. Oh no, fire. Fire is the worst thing that can happen. So we don't have many troops to attack Jiaoqi with, but Jiaoqi doesn't have many troops. Okay, to begin with. So Guan Yu just needs to get out the fire. And Huang Chong is making his way for Liu Hua by the looks of it. Which I'm still completely fine with because we are completely, well, completely safe really. This assault here is, I could say laughable really. Talk about laughable. We'll just sort of do that, I think. Ding Feng got out of there. Excellent. Guan Ling and Lu Jiang still full of troops, of course. I'm not recruiting in Jianan, I just noticed. Is there any reason for that at all? I don't think there is. Be very nice to capture. Sima Yi, we pull that off. Can't be guaranteed, but let's hope for some luck there. And let's see what Liu Bei is going to do down south. Not Liu Bei. Cao Cao against the former territory of Liu Bei. Nanhai. Liu Bei, in fact, might even come out and defend against this assault. Okay. Guan Yu, will you... Ah, we got Sima Yi. Excellent. Excellent. The beauty is Sima Yi is also quite disloyal, so even though we have... well, we haven't killed Cao Cao yet, so if we kill Cao Cao, Sima Yi is friends with Cao Pi. He's a lot harder to recruit. Nothing there. Guan Yu's lost half his unit to basically fire damage. This should still be enough to take Jiaoqi, however. What should we do to the Wei prisoner, Sima Yi? Oh, that's no concern of mine. And Penance Sword, he still has Jia Xie. Is he gonna make his way to me? He might. So I'll just play it carefully. But he could make it to the city in one turn, in which case I will enact the pincer movement. Why is she still out in the field? And here comes Cao Cao. Okay, silly me, silly me. Get back into position, everyone. This could be our opportunity to get Cao Cao with a little bit of luck. If we capture him, we execute him, get all his items, and destabilise his army and his cities a little bit. So this could be pivotal. Okay. So he's going to recover, probably sooner rather than later, but not in time to move into the port. And Cao Cao These units have been out in the field for quite some time now. Oh no, he's chasing me, so we better just run back a bit. Who has Sima Yi captured? Yeah, Lumang, of course, and his loyalty is 88. Oh, I need to get Lumang back into the city so I can recruit Sima Yi. As soon as these assaults stop. Okay, perfect. This is what I wanted to see. So we're going to take a bit of damage in the city, more than a bit to be honest. But dense forest, mountain. Next turn, we'll be able to deploy. I think these areas are being built up. So Feng Shui is, Hepu is already at max. So all we need is Yulin. But these guys are now, again, free to build up fortifications against the city, so we'll just do that now and hope a little bit of luck will enable Zhuge Liang's tactic to fire and allow us to take the city without too much damage. Okay, so how much damage? Oh, 200 a turn. Oh, this is scary. This is scary. We're not going to have a huge amount of... Is my cutoff not going to work? No, 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 no. Cut off, cut off, cut off. Oh, how has that failed? Why is that failed? Human error is why it's failed. Okay. I couldn't really afford that mistake, but I made it anyway. So, I'm going to take another 3,000 damage here. We need reinforcements. No way around it. How are we doing for food? How are we doing for food here? Not brilliant. How are we doing for food here? Incredible. Are you still small? You are, so I don't want to burn all that food away, so 30,000 will be more than enough. Sorry, Mal. Good, good, good. And up top, everything is still okay here as well. Okay, so I see Cao Cao walk into the lion's den. Who do you want me to give? Ooh. No. Not gonna happen, regardless. Ooh, strength of Wei is very powerful. He's now doing damage to us rather than none at all. But that will change when the tactic wears off. I don't know where this unit's going. Well, good luck to him. So, okay, that is horrendous. That is horrendous. So, Chang Fei. And who have we got here? Any female officers? No. Just Zhang Fei. Unless Zhao Kang retreats. Yeah, that's what I think I'll do. And we are okay to attack now. We're going to have to, because we're at risk of losing the city. I should actually add to that. So, Guan Yu, Guan Ping. This is going to be on a knife's edge, and then I also have to have enough troops left to defend the city, so this is incredibly tight. Not incredible. Ooh, almost forgot. Same plan. A little bit more for the Chancellor. Get ready for the same old sandwich there. Okay, okay, let's go. Zhang Fei, please go into the... Ha! That was unnecessary. Okay, we'll watch this one. No custom model for Lu Jun, naturally. Okay. Okay, we're winning. Well, there we go, Lu Jun. Ah, that's not what I wanted to happen. Because Zhu Huang is not confused. At least we're not going to lose the city. And troops are on their way. So if you can get back in the city as well. And perhaps... Where is he? Zhang Bao. Bit of reinforcement for his father. Okay, one more turn, and we'll be ready to go. I think, oh no, we won't, because our supportive officer isn't here. Okay, they're taking a little bit of bait here, chasing after me, and I've forgotten all about you. Are you doing okay? Well, we'll just try and sail past this guy and take out Kerbinning. Didn't capture Cao Cao. Oh well, that can't be helped really. We'll just move everyone a little closer. Father and son duo makes Zhang Fei a little stronger. And his son is actually more capable, and he has Annihilator. There we go, one down. So we lost a lot of troops doing this. Ooh, look at that damage. Big damage. So, Zhang Fei and maybe Liu Bei. Yeah, so Zhang Fei will very importantly go here. Liu Bei will come out here and move that. And we should be able to take out Zhu Huang then. Okay, so all systems and one more turn. And we'll carry out the riskiest assault of the campaign so far. Not particularly risky in this regard here. Weiji, I think you need to send more troops south. Keep the supplies flowing. Wu. Yes. And I think everyone's safe there. Yep, so there's a brief respite here. So 10,000 troops. He has transporter, so I'll send him all the way down. These troops are about 5 turns away maybe, and we're 1 turn away from assaulting. And another officer captured. I don't even really need to pay attention to this guy. He's going to land, but somewhere completely inconsequential, so I'll just deploy for from Jianan against him. And... oh. That's not a good duel. That's not a good duel at all. Why would you do that? And you've recovered his morale. Ah. Why would you do that? Well, he's dead now anyway. I forgot Li Dian was even inside the city. Okay. Okay, speaking of which, get inside everyone. I'd love to say mission accomplished, but I can't. And didn't capture any of the officers I wanted to capture, so who have we got? You're too far away. No prisoners. You're too loyal. Okay, I don't like doing this, but we're gonna have to. As he's recovering plenty of troops each day. And what we need is a chain tactic from Zhao Yun, triggering Zhuge Liang's disorder, and then we can take the city without taking troops back in, or taking damage back in return. If that doesn't happen, we could possibly be stuffed. Speaking of which, is he really chasing me? Oh yeah, if they want to. Got plenty of food. We got no gold at all. Okay, that's a mistake. We'll get some gold from Huiji. I've stopped paying attention to merchants, admittedly, which is both lazy and, well, just lazy and a mistake. I think we're approaching a pivotal few turns. Okay. Who has yielded our Shah Yuan? Get out of there. Is this Sima Yi? No. Get out of there, get out of there. Get out of there, get out of there. You move faster than these guys. You are a outlander. Sima Yi. No. Oh, speaking of which. Okay. I've misplayed. At least those officers can never be captured. And thank you, Hua Tua. That will cure Zhang Bao from his fateful duel. Can we recruit Sima Yi first of all? No. Should have executed him. This guy we can probably recruit, yep. Brilliant. Though he is a Jianbei mountain unit, so maybe he will be useful in a limited capacity. So what have we got here? What's happening? I stopped training. Not helpful. But also not terribly necessary at the same time. In fact, have I given Zhao Tai a better weapon yet? No, so if I give this to Ling Tong, just in case I get any duels, and then Zhao Tai can have this sword. There we are. He will now stand a much better chance against Xu Chu. Still not favoured, but not guaranteed to die, which is an improvement. Okay, same as before. Choose the tactics I want, which is quite easy in this situation. Keep troops down to a sort of minimum effectively, and then get into position. So Lu Xun there, Zhao Tai here, Sun Quan here, Juran here, and then maybe Sun Shi somewhere out in the back. And then here, Ganning and Ling Tong back out in the field with arrow formation, off to take out Han Sui. And who will meet Han Sui on the field but Wu Meng and Zhu Sheng. This might start to seem very repetitive, and that's because it is. Okay, not good. I've taken way too long attacking the city. But okay, there's that guy, not dead but weakened significantly. Guan Yu's only taking 5 damage a turn. Guan Ping's going to get a duel. He will certainly win. So he's retreated. I need Zhao Yun to fire off a tactic so the city will be confused. I am going to get flanked almost certainly here. As long as he doesn't steal the city. No, I can't really. Just move over slightly. I need Zhao Yun to be in range of Zhuge Liang. Can I hire Sima Yi yet? Nope. No good, no good. 8,000 troops on the way. And what did I do but forget about this? But that's okay. A lazy opportunity has presented itself. I'm losing far too many troops, admittedly. Can't afford to play like this on this difficulty. But that's just how I've been playing. So, get there. Get there. Get there and there. This will take 2 turns. You can just sort of stay in reinforcing range of Wu Mang, I think. Okay, so Jianan is safe. Oh, is he going to get to the port though? Bit of damage there. Oh, he's cut off at least. And I think Ganning can... what was that? Ganning, what was that? Went for a bit of a dance. So Ganning and Ling Tong can go... this is annoying me now. Take him out. Oh, did he take the port? He did. That's annoying. That's very annoying, and they are actually going for Wu by the looks of it. And down south, okay, we've got the city at least, and we'll immediately be able to begin launching a counter-attack. But again, must not forget, can't recruit Sima Yi yet. Ma Teng is on his way. These 3 did a reasonable job. Back inside. One of these is the hero. So you don't go back inside, you try to flank. He's quite resilient, giving credit to Zhu Chu. And there's the city. So we are now in a position where we can trade with Tianzhu. I think there are members of the Shi family that weren't in the city. We got the doctrine upgrade, which is also quite important. That's incredibly annoying. I'm going to have to capture that area back. Unless I can use a plot to do it. Placation. No. Oh, there we are. So, Ganning, Ling Tong. Well, you two retreat first of all. You attack him and retreat. I suppose we're just going to... transition south. These officers aren't going to be any sort of threat at all. We got some pre-doctrine EXP, And the upgrade of our doctrine will enable us to have level 10 fish formation or arrow should it be needed. We can trade, which I will probably sort out when things have settled down. So fish, where are you? So I don't have enough unless I get rid of 4 other people. Replace it with prepare register and prepare areas, which is effective. No. No, can't be helped. Cannot be helped. Have I got anything here that I would want to take? Ah, hold on. Hold on. Train engineers. Take the initiative. So I now have max level train engineers, and I have also level 6 pretty much everything else within the personnel category, which is quite good. So that includes things like reform expenditure, additional orders, herbal medicine, and the policy that gives us EXP. Yeah, so next turn that'll be level 6, level 6, level 6. So quite a big improvement because Shi Xie shares the same policy as Shanyue. Now I do need these family officer members as quickly as possible. So, because I might lose this city. Don't think there's anyone else in here, is there? No. So everyone get inside and then we'll redeploy. He is absolutely of no threat at all. Marteng, speaking of threats, not in position yet, but will eventually be a threat. And nothing happening here. In fact, they're all quite spread out, so what I might do is try and cut off this Xiahou Shang there, and then potentially... Yeah, I think they must be going for Luling. Oh, Sun Quan's had a promotion. Hold on, what was that? That sounded like the city was under attack. Yep. Not too bad. So, Gaoning, Zhaoyun. Or maybe, yep, of course I do need Guan Yu, Zhaoyun, Zhuge 3,000, 1,000, 3,000. Yeah, that'll be more than good enough. So how am I going to do this? Well, Zhaoyun's going to deploy here, Guan Yu's going to deploy here, Zhuge Liang's going to deploy here and then go here, and Xiahou Xi's just going to deploy here and go here. We'll be able to take him out, hopefully without taking too many casualties at all. Speaking of which, time to get these guys out. Liu Hua, Zhao Kang. Snake formation, which is now at a slightly upgraded level 2 thanks to Guan Yu's policy. And hopefully we'll be more successful with our surrounding. Look, this is a significantly smaller version of the last assault. And who can I do? Yep, you can hire. You can be hired. You're good. Too much. You can be hired. Thank you very much. Sima Yi just doesn't want to join us for some reason. Well, his loss. Maybe I should have executed him. And Cao Cao back at it once again. Ah, he's sort of like a discounted Ling Tong. Li Tong, his portrait even looks like Ling Tong, so rather than being on retreat. Man, this is never ever ending. We'll send him back out there. Okay. Let's see if this works as well as I wanted it to. A duel. Excellent. Sun Li is not going to win this duel because Guan Yu is a pretty good duelist. And there we are. Minimal casualties. I should have positioned Zhuge Liang by Zhao Yun because Zhao Yun would then get the confidant boost, but at this point, like, unnecessary really. Turn of the year, or turn of the season I should say, and we have plenty of supplies to buy in this city, so I'm going to tab everyone, max out the supplies. And of course then, let's have a quick look. Is he going to join us? No. Sima Yi? Nope. Can I estrange Sima Yi to lower his loyalty? Yeah. Okay, that might help a little. Ma Teng cannot do too much damage to the city, so we're going to cut him off. I think he has a trait that, yeah, doesn't actually make him immune to confusion. And I forgot. Theme of the episode. I forgot. So we're going to then cut those guys off. And Cao Cao is kindly coming for us. Keep him. No, we don't actually want him to fight us. From the water, which is a bit inconvenient. Because his stats will be better on the water than they will be on land. Though he can't do his tactics, so it's not necessarily a simple trade-off. And am I still ignoring merchants? Yes, I am. You get lazy because of how mentally taxing the constant action is, and that is when mistakes are made. But there we are. I think everything's okay for now. So here, first of all, and let's see me use a bit less loyal now than he was previously. So he's going to get swamped and captured. Up north, Cao Cao's going to probably make a landing, maybe by Lu Xun, maybe by Sun Quan. And there goes Ling Tong, who's going to try and make his way to the port. Well, I could have tried to intercept him. We got a little bit of troops to spare up there, and we might as well now go for the old surround and conquer maneuver here. Nearly forgot to deploy here, so Zhang Fei, Zhao Bao, Guan Xing, Wei Yan. Not a lot of synergy, well, a little bit, but the reason I'm doing this like this is so we have 940, yeah, even without the formation boost. Much better in arrow formation, just want as much power as possible. So if you be nice if we could capture Marteng there. Nope. Nope, no amount of loyalty lowering is going to help us, it seems. We can try. There's no harm in it. Maybe he'll be given a city to govern and rebel. At this point, who knows? Is Cao Cao going to walk into our trap? Yes, he is. He's going for Sun Quan. I'll just close the net. Zhu Rang is leveling her because of all the action he's getting. Ooh, I hate that tactic. But what I can do is surround Cao Cao. Oh well, made a mistake there. Not an unfixable one. So that front is calmed down. These are all cut off, so we're going to go for Pang De and Sai Mao. Those are I very much like to capture Sai Mao, but let's see if the game gives me that RNG. Everyone can go back inside. And I think he's retreating, so we are quite comfortable. One front has calmed down. Don't know why that guy hates us. Sima Yi, not sure why he hates us as well. Cao Cao will be captured. Fingers crossed. Okay, we're coming for you, Cao Cao. Sima Yi. Oh, he destroyed my camp. Well, it was kind of getting in my way a little bit, admittedly. And here we go. I was thinking of ending the episode soon. I'm a little sad that Gan Ning and Ling Tong are never going to mend their friendship, because once I click this execute button, the event that makes the two officers become friends rather than enemies disappears, and I can't even give them a sworn brotherhood because they're enemies, so they will forever hate each other. But getting rid of Cao Cao, it's too good to turn down. And there we go. There we go. How about that for a victory? Zhang Hong immediately regretting his choice of defecting from Wu, it seems, and dying in shame. Now we have just been given an absolute fleet of items thanks to that. And the police scream seems to think there's new options available. Too much for Liu Bei. Where's... Ah, Sima Yi's loyalty's gone back up to 100 because he's friends with Cao Pi, I think. Okay. Is that the case? No, where is Sima Yi? Which city is he in? Not there. Yeah, friends with Cao Pi, and his wife, I suppose, makes it hard to recruit him as well. Well, banish. No, there is a way to execute people. Oh, it must be banish. No? Let's test it first of all. I don't know. I got any other officers I can... Okay, let's banish you. No, that's released. How? Award? There was a way to execute prisoners that were in prison. Am I thinking of a different Three Kingdoms game? I must be. I must be. Okay. Is there anything else? Okay, I'm gonna finish up with the cleanup around Jianan and end the episode. I think we have defeated Cao Cao, so that is an excellent milestone to end it. So let's clean this little confrontation up. Yeah, here we go. And there goes Sai Mao. He is an incredible addition to our army. The reason being, well, it's not even an incredible addition. He is the Cao Cao Navy, or Cao Pi Navy I should now say. They don't usually do that, but there we are. They have in this instance. I'll let them. We'll sort that out next episode. Make sure there's no one we need to hire or can hire. There we go. We cut them off, surrounded, and now the remaining parts of the army have decided we need to retreat. We don't have the troops left to Jianan. Jiang Ren has taken the throne. Ah, he's been executed. Where is he then? Oh, okay, Jiang Ren is left in Zitong. Now, if we have a quick look at the employee menu, we will see... That's interesting. No. Okay, that's interesting. Well, we will give that a go, perhaps leave that as a treat for next episode to see if he'll return to the field. Let's have a look. What are our options here? No Pangdi, too loyal. Anyone else who sort of stands out at all? He's quite good, but he's too far away. Zhao Lei is a confidant of Guan Yu. Yu Qi, too far away. No, not really anyone. Let's have one last look at Wei's administration now their turn has passed. They have no longer any capability for naval warfare, it seems, which is incredible. I'm very pleased about that. Oh, Zhang Liao's made his way onto the administration. That's unfortunate. And level 5 raised morale, but they used to have that at level 10, so their troops are significantly weaker in that regard. They're going to be recruiting a lot more, but they will no longer do so with Cao Cao. And I'm now at the point where I have a sort of 1:7, 1:6 ratio of troops against Cao Pi, though we are soon to be the last force facing him, the final bastion of well, I'd say free China, but it's not quite when you've got Sun Quan vying for domination over the continent. Either way, I'm very, very glad that selling all those officers for Cao Cao's horses paid off, and he is now dead. That is one less threatening officer who will be attacking us, as Cao Pi is far less capable in the field. Next episode, we are going to have no choice now but to go on the offensive and take, well, after recovering some of our own cities, we're going to be punching back against Cao Cao. So I very much hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope to see you in part 4.